Howdy, my name is Julia Horak. I am currently a sophomore communications major here at Texas A&M University, and I am a student in Comm 250, New Media, and the Independent Voice. I'm excited today to reflect on the projects and the topics we have learned about in my past class. When it comes to my personal new media style, my goal is to be real and authentic. During written assignments, I like to incorporate my humor and personality to break down that imaginary wall between the audience and the author and allow for me to connect with the audience. This allows for me to have a professional yet informal style. Writing about a topic that is personal to me makes me more comfortable because I'm more knowledgeable on this topic. It also allows for my personality to shine through more because I'm able to have that informal style and incorporate any humor. When it comes to the visual side, I am someone who likes for my pictures to be raw and unedited. I like to capture the moments that are candid and let them speak for themselves without having to have a lot of explanation behind them. My favorite new media project this year was the personal essay. The personal essay was an opportunity for us to write about an experience that we've had from our first person point of view and incorporate outside sources and facts to help mesh it together and explain the story better. This was something that I was really proud of because I was able to add my humor and personality and showcase something that was really special to me. I talked about my journey of completing all 50 states before I turned 18, which is something that holds a very special place in my heart, and I was really glad that I had the opportunity to share that with my professor and the class. So the project that I found most challenging this semester was the profile assignment. This was most challenging for me just because I wasn't sure how I wanted to incorporate the quotes with the background information. The profile assignment was essentially an interview that we did on a person that we really cared about or in our lives that had significance or we wanted to share their story. So I chose my mom because she came from a really small town and she ended up in a big city like Houston, and I wanted to share her journey of how she got there. I wanted to make sure that I incorporated the background information, but not too much, with just the right level of quotes. And so my biggest struggle was trying to do that without it sounding like too much one-sided. Or I also didn't want to incorporate my own personality within it since it wasn't about me. I overcame this by just trusting that I knew what I was doing. I paid attention in class, I learned how to do this, and my mom gave me some really good material to work with, and so I just trusted it. It all flowed together really nice, and I just didn't need to overthink it. When it comes to my revision style, I would definitely say it's kind of unique. It's also very different for each project. Like the audio postcard, for example, I edited all of that in one sitting on Premiere Pro, which is just a video editing platform, and I just used the audio side. And so that was something I had a lot of training on and a lot of skill on from high school, and so I was just able to do that really quickly. And the photo essay side, it didn't really have a lot of written editing that I had to do, so I just had to make sure the photos aligned the way I wanted to. But when it comes to the papers, that's where I become a little weird sometimes. I have to write the paper in one sitting. This is not what I turn in, but the main idea and the main focus of my paper, I essentially have to get it all out in one sitting, or I'm gonna come back and redo the whole thing because I'm just second guess it. And so I essentially write the whole paper and then I come back and I revise it for grammatical errors, organization, maybe a sentence needs to come up here if it's better. And that's kind of the type of revision I do, and then when it's good to go and ready to turn in, I turn it in. My experience in this class allowed me to have a wide range of the different media outlets that we use. Because we worked with written, audio, and photography, I feel like that gave me a really good basis to know and use for any future class or job that will come up. Overall, I had a really positive experience in this class. I felt like it taught me things that were actually relevant to things I would be doing. I wasn't just learning textbook information. I was learning skills and techniques to use out in the real world, which is something that I really value. I just felt like it was really helpful for me, especially if going into a job in the communication field. Writing and photography are things that I'm going to have to be using. And so this way I'm able to learn and how to do it correctly now. And so when it comes time to actually have a big girl job and be out there in the world, I know what I'm doing and I'm not having to try to pick it up along the way. Thank you so much for listening to my reflection, and I'm so happy that I was able to take this class.